Have you ever traveled through time? We do it every day.
Asgardia is a country with a population of more than 1 million people from more than 200 countries on Earth. Asgardia gives everyone equal opportunities, no matter what their earthly status is.
It is possible to create and live in the future right now. Are you ready? Forward progress is the solution to the entire human race. Our mission is to bridge new horizons. In Asgardia, there is no limit to the universal development in the fields of technology, finance, and arts. Asgardia is a new space and digital economy which creates opportunities for the global economy. We deliver innovations. Do you want to get on board with us? We are developing various kinds of digital businesses, attracting them to the Asgardia platform that can be backed by the means of our umbrella, i.e. franchising of the Asgardia brand. We can not only attract investments into space programs from prominent institutional investors, but also affordable amounts from the citizens of Asgardia. We comprise of more than 1 million people.
Asgardia is a chance to realize one's dream. This is a dream-driven space nation. Asgardia is a chance to belong to a community of free-thinking enthusiasts, goal-driven dreamers, and fearless innovators, theorists, and scientists.
We are the first space nation. One humanity, one unity.
Asgardia.
We are creating
The future.
I'm right after the Revolutionary War, so I'm sure it's my fault somehow. Oh, goodness. Okay. 150. I don't want to redo these flags.
Good evening, Peter.
Evening. I'm coming to Ohio in August.
Are you?
Yeah.
Whee!
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Where in
What part
Ohio,
of
Peter?
Well, I'm going to. It's actually. It's a county fair. Our very good friends have invited me to go over. Seeing as I lost my wife last year, they want me to go over and do the fair with them. And it's in Canfield, Ohio, which is near Youngstown.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I'm going for 3 weeks, and I'm going to spoil myself, and I will put it.
Oh,
I will put about
definitely
30
do
pounds in weight on while I'm there. As I've done it before.
Excellent.
well, if you're going to be there for 3 weeks, try to hit the Air Force Museum down there.
Yeah, I'm told it's brilliant.
Oh, it is. I remember when it started, it was way to the other side of the base, and it was just in basically a small building at one time back in the mid-'60s before they moved it over to the field where it's at now.
Uh-huh.
Is that in Wright-Patterson Air Force Base? That one?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well,
they got the
I would start
Memphis
this
Bell.
where the Devil's Lambeth.
No, we don't see him.
He might be doing that other meeting still.
Yeah. I don't know what he wants to announce, otherwise I would start for him. In fact, as we are on air, I'd better do that. So welcome everyone. My name is Peter Morn. I'm the Deputy Chairman of the Parliament of Asgardia, the first digital and space democracy, and welcome to our weekly meeting of questions and answers with our Chair of Parliament. We can ask a lot of questions now, but we won't get many answers because he's not here yet. But I know he's involved in another meeting and he'll be with us soon. This is one of the most exciting projects he and I have been involved in. Both of us were involved in British politics for quite some time. But this is very, very exciting. It's very different. There is no knife out. There is no backstabbing between the members of the Asgardian Parliament. There's not even any bad language. So if you're intending to try and learn a few swear words, this is not the place to be. We discuss things openly here. We don't take any votes tonight, but we do discuss anything we want to raise. It's a free and open forum. And we get along so very, very well. I can tell you that every week before we have this meeting, we have a meeting of the chairs of our committees, because the lifeblood of a parliamentary system is the committees from Parliament. We had a very short meeting tonight because everybody was, I think, thinking about eclipses and where we're going to sit on a space rocket when we get a chance to go into space. We know that Ria has got an excellent system now for her meetings because she has a multilingual committee. We don't have any two members that speak the same language. So what they're doing now is they're conducting their committee meetings in writing, which means that they're able to each understand one another. I think that's very revolutionary. But because we are such a young parliament, we can do things like this, which nobody else really can do. So well done to you, Ria. Ricky held the meeting together because we didn't have an awful lot of people there tonight. There's many reasons for that. And he kept us going. And we had a couple of anecdotes from John Fiennes as well. And I'm pleased to tell you that I've done the introductions, Lambert, but Lambert has now joined us. So as I'm only the deputy chair and therefore very low in the pecking order compared with the high and mighty chairman of the parliament, I'll hand you over to him. And this is the chairman of our parliament, Mr. Lambert Obick.
I want to thank Morn the Baptist for his introduction. Thank you for your patience. I was just finishing an interview. Things are getting quite exciting now. A lot more interest in what we're doing here in Asgardia. I've got 6 things today, but I will presume that Peter has given a very good summary of the chairs meeting, and also the other matters that he needed to cover. Welcome everybody. I've got 6 things, but they don't need to take very long. First one is I haven't checked because I've just joined. Apologies to Ferda if she's online. I'm working on all of the answers to all of the questions she's asked. She's been very patient, and I apologise. I've just been very, very busy with the second item, which I'll come to now. The second item is the Dallas Eclipse project. It is absolutely fantastic what's happening there. And I'm going to see if Ferda is here. So as soon as I finish this, you're going to start getting a whole lot of emails from me. I've done the work, but I'll send them one after the other. You're going to get about 7 emails straight away after we finish. Dr. Evie Clark, Evie and TJ are absolutely in a great place, and I'll let them share the information they want to share once I've gone through my 6 points. Enough to say that everything's booked and organised at my end. I arrive on the 5th of April, and I will be there till April 10, and the eclipse is on April the 8th. I can inform you that the head of nation has been updated yesterday by me, and he's very positive and encouraging about the process. I'll leave Evie and TJ to talk about logistics. We have had some interesting challenges. Ria Dell's now involved as well, and they might want to share something about that. I won't say more about this now because I want Evie and TJ and Ria to have the happy task of sharing with you all the good news from that. So I'll move on to the third of 6 points. Third one is I think we've now got the ALF dates, and I haven't checked to see if you have been given them. If you haven't been given them, they will be shared soon. I just literally haven't looked. And the Asgardia Legislative Forum dates, they're the informal meetings we have on Saturdays, about one time every month. They'll be coming up quite soon. And that's great news because we get work done there and we drive legislation and other matters forward as well. Fourth of 6 points. I have been so busy, we haven't organised the Chair of Finance Committee election. I have not forgotten about that. We have the nominations. I won't start the debate on that today. Once everything is in place for the Dallas, really important Dallas eclipse event, then I can organise that. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. But that will be done. 5 of 6 is that we are now having a lot more work on the committees. They are working effectively. But please, if you are on a committee and you're not attending, that makes it hard for the others who are on the committees. Please try to attend committees. There's a language issue. Not everyone speaks English. I know that's a problem. We really need a tech solution for that. And that hasn't yet been fixed. But with 12 languages in Asgardia, we need to find a way that everyone can be involved. That's really important. We just have not fixed that yet. Conversation for a forthcoming ALF will be to ask ourselves, how can we best help people who don't speak English to be involved? Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. Too late for that, but thank you anyway. I suppose I'm trying to earn my redemption in Dallas. We'll see. And the final point is, it's early days, not guaranteed, but I believe I'll be seeing the head of nation quite soon. And that's great news, because we have so much to report. Everything from the work that Ferda is doing in Turkey to Ria's plans for developing her area of responsibility and for making sure equity and resources is really driving the economy. Everything that we're doing here, the Dallas eclipse, it won't be before then. So before I go there, as always, I'll get a shopping list of things you want me to raise, and information, questions, suggestions. The head of nation is a really wonderful person to work with. He's increased his involvement in terms of time by decreasing his involvement in other things. We have a great opportunity to do great things there. Those are my 6 things. I want to go now to TJ and Evie to share whatever you want to share about the Dallas project, which is, I'm going to be, at this time in 2 weeks, I will be high in the sky. I won't be able to chair this on that day. We'll have to change the time, but I'll be on my way to Dallas. So over to you, TJ and Evie. Andrea.
TJ, would you like to begin?
Yeah.
It's up to you. And don't mind my bright pink hair. It's up to you. If you want to start first, and then I can just kind of fill in the blanks with the financial part towards the end, and any of the information for the ticket part. You can talk about the pavilion, and Jason can talk about the patches and all that, and then I can just kind of fill in the blanks with the financial stuff towards the end if you want.
Someone say something.
Or not. I can just go.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm talking order. Just tell us.
I'm talking on mute. Apologies. As you may or may not have heard, on April 8th, we have the auspicious distinction of celebrating the totality of the solar eclipse here in Dallas. The eclipse will start at approximately 12:30 and will hit totality right around 1:30, 1:37, and it will be in totality for 4.5 minutes. Now, it has not been here in Dallas for at least 200 years, and millions of people are coming here to Texas, and actually anywhere in the line from Mazatlan to Maine. Now, to take advantage of this very distinct event, Teresa had the amazing idea of just getting Asgardians together to celebrate the eclipse, as it is a very interesting celestial event. So we have rented out a portion of a park here, right just outside of Dallas, kind of triangled or in and amongst 3 other very large celebrations to hold a gathering for Asgardians. Tickets are on sale. We have swag bags. We have very fantastic mission patches. limited number emission patches, which I will have Jason and TJ tell you more about. We have been very consistently selling tickets, which is very exciting, generating revenue for Asgardia. But more excitingly, I think we are going to have a really nice concentration of ANPs come together and meet for the first time. And obviously not only do team building, but just kind of ramp up the excitement for Asgardia here in Texas. Now, having said that, there is an agenda which we will post here in the chat. Portions of it will be live streams. I will leave Jason to share the exciting portion of that. We also have an amazing amount of swag, thanks to Benedetto and to TJ and to Jason. And to Rhea, we now will be listing all of our swag for sale with Star Shop so that it is available to everyone around the world. We will also be dropping that information as soon as it is live and available. So having said that, we're looking forward to it. The Asgardian Language Project will be here. Obviously, Lumbit will be here. We're just having exciting talks and meet and greets. We're having a reception the evening before for all those who are in town. And there will be happy hours afterwards, just again to kind of gather Asgardians around in celebration. So without further ado, that is the overarching umbrella. I will pass it on to TJ to get into some of the exciting details.
Okay, so that was a nice little summary. Okay, so there is a few things I just wanted to clarify as far as the financial aspects. I'm not going to talk about specifics as far as cost necessarily. I just wanted to clarify a few questions that and a few things that came up. I did receive an email with some requests and things like that. I did get it. I have received some requests for a couple of corrections. Those things will be accommodated and corrected. But I did want to make sure that everyone was aware, just so that way moving forward, we're good to go. AMPs that are attending the event, you guys are able to come to the event for free. But that is only for AMPs. That doesn't include family and friends. Family and friends will have to purchase the ticket in order to attend the event. You will have to be confirmed as an actual member of Parliament in order to be able to qualify for that. We just have to make sure through just confirmation with Linda, which shouldn't take very much to do. And then once we do that, then you're more than welcome to attend the event. And then once we confirm that, then yes, we can go ahead and take care of. So if you accidentally purchased a ticket, even if it is considered non-refundable, then I have no problem refunding the ticket under those circumstances. If you did purchase a ticket and you are an AMP and you purchased a ticket for someone else, can you please let me know who you want to allocate or how you would like me to allocate the ticket for someone else? So that way I can make sure that we allocate your ticket appropriately, because I know that some of you, like Ferda, for instance, she purchased tickets for other people in order to attend the event. And we are going to accommodate that in our own way, which we also discussed last week. So we are going to take care of that for her. And then Ariadne also purchased tickets as well for other individuals to attend. So we just want to make sure that if other people are going to purchase tickets for other people, that's totally okay. We just need to know how you want us to allocate that in order for us to make sure, because I will also be purchasing tickets myself for other people to attend. So that's completely fine. We just want to make sure that that your money is being allocated appropriately. And then, so that is one thing. And then another thing is the instructions for the resident patches and the potential resident patches. We will make sure that that gets sent out accordingly, but there will be very strict, or not strict, but very detailed instructions on how to accommodate the enactment of the patch requirements or the residency status of those, because obviously one will be a little bit different than the other. And I believe me and Sarah and Jason and everybody agreed that patch number 100 will be designated for the individual that was able to acquire 10 new residents for Asgardia. So any AMP that encourages or is able to invite 10 new residents is able to get 10 new residents to sign up, will get patch number 100. Right? Is that how we did it? Go ahead, Sarah.
Yes. And just to give you a little bit of background on the patches, there are a limited number. There are only 100 patches. Right. Every patch will come with a certificate of authenticity because as Asgardia grows, this is the first live boots on the ground event that has these patches. So please understand, once the 100 are gone, they are gone. But again, they will come with supporting documentation. Hopefully signed by a very special gentleman on this call. I haven't asked him that yet, but I will be asking him to sign our certificates.
Well, Peter.
So these
Peter will have to come.
Absolutely, Peter, you got to come to sign my forms. Because they're not only going for a great cause, but they are quite exclusive and there are a limited number. So please, if you do want some, I know the sales have been rolling in. Please make sure that you do so sooner than later. And again, thanks to Benedetto.
Right. And it's easier for us, right? And it's easier for us to hold number 100 for the person that does the 10 new residents, just because of the fact that it is such a limited edition patch, and that's easier for us to designate for that versus us trying to designate any other number, because of the fact that as the orders are coming in for the patches, it's easier for us to make sure that that is the designated one being the last patch, or because we're deciding between number 1 and number 100, and number 1 is reserved for the HON, and number 100 is easier for us to reserve for the person that gets 10 new residents than us trying to kind of figure out somewhere in between. So it's just easier for us to do that because as the patches are coming in, it's very difficult. We've noticed. So and then I'm trying to remember, we will have a way for us to track who's coming in and out. We are going to try and have as detailed as possible of an agenda posted on the Eventbrite. We started to post it, but we wanted to make sure that after this meeting, we're going to have another meeting following this. So if you want to stay and find out more information about that, please attend. We will be fine-tuning the agenda after this meeting. So we'll have a lot more information as far as that goes. Anyone that is at an extended event, like Ariadne's event in Mexico, Carol's event in New York, if you are going to be attending an extended event and you know that you will be visible at least 50% of the time and you are wanting to wear one of the Asgardia Eclipse shirts, please let me know so you can confirm the size and I will try to get them to you. I'm trying to get them all out to everyone at those extended sites by April 1st. So that way I can make sure that while you're streaming and while you're being visible, that all of you are visible in your shirts while you're attending these events is the encouragement. And anyone else that needs glasses also at these events, you can also let me know and I can send with the shirts the additional glasses that you guys are going to need, because we do still have additional glasses available. I think that was pretty much all that I needed to say. Other than that, I will be there from the 6th to the 10th. What else, Sarah?
I didn't want to steal Jason's thunder. He is creating these amazing patches for us, and I don't want to preempt any of his excitements, but I don't either. I really would love for him to talk about it for a second if he can. Yes. If not, I'm happy.
That's why I was like, I don't think I have anything else other than the ice cream, but we've mentioned that already. I think everything else is Jason's floor. The rest is all him, because he really has the remaining pizzazz, the sprinkle on top of the icing. So I think that's it for me. Everything else we can discuss at the remaining meeting. But I'm looking forward to it. I really appreciate everybody being patient with us for the event and everybody else with everything else. So that was pretty much it for me. Thank you. Here you go, Jason.
We may have put him on the spot. Sorry, Jason.
Just while you're doing that, two things before Jason's. Over to you, Jason. Go ahead. Ah, yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you. Back to, first of all, thank you so much, Jason. This is tremendous. So good. And you have the creativity I do not have. And it's just great. And you're so positive. And I'm looking forward to meeting you for the first time in Dallas as well. Just before we go back to TJ, it's going to be great. I'm so excited by this. A couple of things. First of all, with the merchandising, it's going to be sold through Starshop. It's very important. We'll talk about that more in the meeting. Maybe TJ and Evie want to talk about that, and Ria might. Second thing, I guess that residents are able to attend, not just parliamentarians. I want to check that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, good. And then the third thing is just in terms of the patches. You're saying you're saying somebody who raises who recruits 10 residents. There might be more than one person who recruits 10 residents. What happens then?
That is a fantastic challenge that we will.
I know you hadn't thought. I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No.
It's a tricky.
That's
one.
a good question. That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Maybe we could reserve it for like 3 spots and just do the top 3 then, or the last 3. So 100, 99, and 98.
You could do.
Because
I
then
would say
we're gonna have some competition.
I think the 3 best numbers are 99, 100, and 101. I would go up to 101. That's what I would do, because all 3 of those are nice numbers: 99, 100, and 101. It's up to you. But what I would suggest is that you have the people who recruit the most number, and just have a threshold of 10.
I would say a top 3, yeah.
The top 3.
A top 3.
And then that would be the way I would do it. Rather
and
than
yes, the
threshold.
clarification, yeah. The clarification on residents, yeah.
Has to be at least 10, and then it's the top 3. That's what I would do.
Okay.
And it's up to you.
No.
But I would go to 101. It's a nice number. Yeah.
No, that's a good plan. The top 3 for sure. I don't know what you feel about it, Sarah, but I agree.
Or you could even, you don't have to have them numbered up to then. You could have one which is 0824, 080424. It's up to you.
Oh, look at him getting tricksy with the numbers.
Well, yeah, of course. I always do. Anyone who gets a message from me knows I do it the other way around. It would be 2024 0408, but it's up to you. It's up to you. I don't want to play. I don't want to mess around with your idea, but I do think maybe rewarding the top 3, as long as they have more than 10 residents, we get these. And I think it's a very nice gesture for the head of nation. He's very pleased. I was speaking to Evie last night. The head of nation is really positive and enthusiastic about this. It's great.
Brilliant. Well, thank you. The last very exciting bit of news is about our merchandising and our retail sales. Ria, I don't know if you would like to speak on that. If not, I completely understand. I'm putting people on the spot today, for which I apologize. If not, we can just we can round it out in the meeting. It's up to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was totally unprepared. Thank you for putting me on the spot. But yes, sales will be done through Store Shop. It's well established already, and yeah, everybody please visit Store Shop.
Thank you, Ria. Let's go to, but before we go to the others, TJ, Eva, Evie, anything else you want to add before we go to John, Ariadne, and further?
Yeah, just one more thing. I did want to clarify because you did mention about the residents. I did say AMPs, but I do want to clarify residents as well as AMPs. I apologize. Residents and AMPs of Asgardia do get into the event for free. I don't mean just parliamentarians, so I apologize for just making that distinction. Residents and AMPs do get into the event for free. It is just anyone outside of that, like family and friends, will have to pay for the ticket. But anyone that is an actual resident or an actual AMP, those individuals do not. So even if you're not a parliamentarian, if you are a resident of Asgardia, you are still considered an active part of Asgardia, regardless whether you're a parliamentarian or not. So you also get into the event for free. So I apologize. Oh, thank you, Ferda. I apologize for just not considering residents, because residents are just as valuable as parliamentarians, if not more, in my opinion. So I just wanted to let you guys know.
You're so elitist.
And everyone
TJ.
keeps. I know everyone.
You're so elitist. Let it go
I just
dark.
have to make sure.
Let it go dark for you on the 8th of April. I
Everyone,
demand
I
4
was like-
minutes of darkness.
I'm in justice. I don't want anybody hating me or throwing hate at me. So I love all of you. Everybody come. Anyone that's a resident, yes. But everybody else, we want to make sure that money goes back to Asgardia. And we're also making sure money goes to the foundation that we're donating to. So we just want to make sure that, you know, we're raising as much as we can to get this money back to Asgardia. And so we do want to make sure that we make something, but you know, everyone here is valuable, including residents. So that's all I wanted to make sure I mentioned.
Fine.
Thank you.
You escape on a technicality.
To the point of residents, now that things are being ironed out and the last small details are being confirmed, now the big push is to reach out to Asgardians. So anybody who has the graphic, or if you could just forward the details, not only within the Asgardia platform, but on social media, that would be appreciated. We are going to do our best to try to one by one reach out to the residents via the communications means on asgardia.space. And last but certainly not least, we want to get the word out here in the United States and the world around. So if anyone has any sort of media contacts that they would like us to reach out for, I know we are definitely working with Bridget and her amazing contacts here in the States, but if anyone else either watching or here live has again, like media outlets, bloggers, anybody that we can contact just to make sure that we have the most media presence the day of, that would be appreciated too. And that is all I have to promise.
Thank you. You're forgiven, TJ, really. So any resident can come on that basis.
Yes, sir.
And also, just to be clear, that there is the opportunity for people to get those patches. As for the way, and we can talk in the next meeting when this one ends. It'll be on the same Zoom platform, and everyone's welcome to come. It's not going to be broadcast, but it will be a closed meeting but everyone here can attend. We'll work out some of the other details. I'll just add one more thing. I'm very involved now. I really am enjoying being involved in this. It's very exciting. It's very motivating to know the head of nation is behind it, is interested to see. Obviously, we want to really impress the world, and I want the head of nation to be proud of what we're doing. Let's go to John and then Ariadne. Somebody else had their hand up, but they've put it down again. John?
Yes. I wanted to ask, well, okay, I'm coming, of course, and my wife will be there. She is a resident, but my daughter's coming too, so I need to buy a ticket for my daughter. She
Your
can't be
daughter is helping at the event, correct?
Oh, she will.
I believe that I was told that she was going to be volunteering. That's the only reason why. That's
she
the
would love to.
only loophole is if they're volunteering or helping. So I guess I can clarify that as well. But that was the only loophole, is that if they are volunteering or helping at the actual event, then that's it. Because I know that Sarah has 2 of her children that will be volunteering and helping at the event as well. I mean,
Okay.
that's a little bit different. But if it's like 5 family members and friends and those kinds of things, we do want to make sure that they're actually helping and they're actually there and they're not just like going to the event. It's not that we don't it's not that we don't want them not coming. It's just we do want the money is going back to Asgardia, so we do want to make
Right.
sure
I have
that
no problem.
we're doing it to support. But I was told that they were going to help volunteer, which is the only
Yes,
reason
yes.
why
Thank you.
I didn't reach out and say anything, because I saw shirt sizes for, I think, your family. So that's the reason why there was no conversation about that. So as far as I was concerned, you didn't have to worry about it. Just like Sarah didn't have to worry about that, or like Ariadne, because she's like an extension, even though she's not physically attending, or Carol either. In those circumstances, if you are volunteering at the event, then you are considered staff at the event.
Okay, I was just clarifying. I was just
No,
clarifying.
you're good.
I have no problem. I don't have no problem paying. So, but
Yeah, no.
also, I noticed you all. You've been mentioning patches and stuff like that. And I've been looking on Slack and all that for these links. Everybody's of how to get to those areas. Right now, I don't even see it on Starshop, but
The patches are on Eventbrite. So I'll post it again, but the patches are going to be on Eventbrite. I know Carol already purchased one. There's 3 people that have purchased the patches already, like immediately, and there were several other ones. And Ava, I know I have another parliamentarian,
where
Ava,
where did you post that?
on the working proposals, the event Slack itself. But don't worry about it. What I'll do today is, if anyone is listening, I will post it again for everyone in several spots. And if you didn't see it, it's fine. Go under the tickets. It will be listed under, I believe, the add-ons, and you'll see it. It'll say like it did say like become a resident patch or another one, but it was modified when there were some issues with like the financial aspects of the project. But now that that's been clarified, the terminology of the ticket will be changed. But the patch pricing and everything has stayed the same, and the function of the patch is the same. The pricing is the same. So it's $125 for residents, and it's $200 for potential residents or non-residents, and all of that goes towards your residency.
It says get tickets is all I see.
It should say tickets, and then it should be add-ons. You should be able to see it under add-ons. And if it's not under that, then I'll do a separate ticket. If it's that difficult where it's at, then I'll find it where it's separate, and I'll do a separate link where it is. It should be, Berta said scroll down. Let me go to the web.
It costs $12.50 to meet with Lambert.
How much?
$12.50.
How much?
And wait, the picture y'all using.
Hey, but it includes. But
Looks
the
like about
picture,
20
it
years
also
ago.
includes, but it includes up to 30 minutes of a Q&A that you can meet with him. It includes a photo. It includes like quality one-on-one time with Lembit, not just like to meet with him. That's for people who actually want to like interview with him, spend quality time with him. Trying to get Lembit in one spot for that long for $12.50 is pretty hard to do. So if you're trying to do, if somebody is trying to schedule like interviews and things like that, it's a pretty good deal, and you get a t-shirt, signatures, and all kinds of cool stuff included with the whole deal. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Trying to reel that guy in.
You got a picture of a young handsome man. He's an old prune.
He is a young handsome man. He's a young handsome man. You shut it.
Okay.
You're fired.
Okay.
It's such a shame that, John, you won't be allowed to come to the event.
It's such a shame. Your ticket got accidentally canceled.
I want John to stand next to me so that I look young.
Yeah, all right. I know I'm an old prune.
Oh my god!
I can see that this is going. This is spiraling out of control.
But did you
now.
find it? Did you find it, John?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So if anybody else has any other issues, let me know. But I will go ahead and just post the link again, just to be on the safe side on the other Slack areas that I posted in before, just to make sure everyone has access to the tickets. And then that way everyone can purchase their patches, because there's only a limited number of patches, and once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not even posting a picture of them because I don't want anyone going out and making their own patches, because they are exclusive to this event and this event only. So once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, I'm done.
And they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Thank you. Ariadne, you're next.
Thank you very much. All right, this is very exciting. I want to congratulate TJ, because he is on focus, because many people around the world mention it, the eclipse, as the Mexican eclipse. And he has the color of hair, the Mexican rose. This is the tone. And that's wonderful, because she is focused on and involved in the event. Congratulations to you, TJ. I need a strip in the same color for the event. I need it. Well, the other thing is, I remember Ugur and Sarah talking about the calendar of events to create the celebrations, historical celebrations. And I think it's perfect, the 8th of April, for the observers of the sky. I suggest that. I love the idea.
Yes, I will add it. I have been a little preoccupied, and to Ugur and all of Parliament, I do apologize. I will be contacting each of the committees for input, for not only dates and holidays, but just for the content and the design of the calendar. Any and all dates, please send them to me. We are very excited just to be creating the culture of holiday and celebration around Asgardia, and Ariadne, I will be putting that on our list. So thank you so much.
Thank you to you. Well, pues I feel really excited, and I feel happy, because all together we are a great force. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ariadne. I wish you could come. You'll see a partial eclipse where you are, at least. That's something. If I can fix it, we'll get you a total eclipse, but I can't promise. And if you look at I meant to say before, look at Rebecca's stories. There are two. One's about scientific partners with Asgardia, and that's about Dr. Asher Bailey's work. And the other one is about this event, Asgardia Eclipse Extravaganza. And it's really exciting. Teresa started a great process, and now we're really working together to prove what we can do. Ferda, you're next. Ferda.
Thank you very much. I apologize for my coming late.
That's right.
Second is, can residents or parliamentarians extend their citizenship by buying patches? It is a question pop up in my mind.
Okay. TJ?
I did answer it actually in the chat. So yes, it is. Both options of the patch, whether you're a resident or you're a non-resident, both options will include 1 year of residency. So it will either be a continuation. So if you're a resident and say you already are in your current year of residency, that residency that you purchase, when you purchase your patch, that residency will not start with the patch, will not start until your current residency has gotten to the point of expiration. So then once that expires, then your next residency will start with that patch. If you are a potential resident, which is what I'm calling you, I don't like to say non-resident, you're a potential resident to me, for anyone listening, then your residency will start. We're trying to give you at least 30 days to activate your residency, but me and my team will decide the specifics with that. But I believe within 30 days, you'll have to activate your residency, and then you'll have 1 year, and then they will be given instructions just like any other resident or parliamentarian, depending on what direction they go, to either renew their residency, which we hope you guys do, or, so on and so forth. And hopefully we have more events where they can purchase things where they can continue their residency and so on and so forth. But each option will include 1 year of residency. So yes.
Thank you very much. And to explain that, really the primary way that we are promoting this is that the things you buy will be associated with residency. I would love to see 100 new residents from this event. I make no secret of the fact I will be so happy if we achieve that, because it proves these events really work. We are creating a template for global activity. We could have different kinds of events all over the world. It's a lot of work, but if we had 10 of those, that would bring 1,000 people in as residents, and for good reason. It means that we have people who've benefited and something exciting happens too. Let's go to Jason Colby. Jason, you're next.
Hey, good afternoon, Lambert.
Hi.
I just had a quick question. I guess maybe TJ would be a good one to answer this about the patches. When we're trying to determine how many people we have gotten to sign up for Asgardia, how is that going to be tracked? Are we going to have our own individual sign up code, or will they just put it in one of the questions on the application of who referred you to this? How does that work?
Yeah, nice. So go on.
Jason has his finger up.
Go ahead, Evie.
Jason.
Oh, Jason, sorry. Jason.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
If you think about, we can go to financial private, we can find email for your home. So I have your home. We're going to find a bash, you pick up every third day of the event. You think the bash, we're going to go to share of your home, but it's there, really to not play how people sign up for. So,
thank you. My suggestion is there's a degree of trust involved in this as well, Jason. If you're in the competition, write down the name of the person that you signed up, and when you've got 10, submit it. We're an honest society. If 2 people claim the same name, then we'll have to figure it out. Then we ask the person who signed up, who became a resident. I think that's fair. And what Jason, the other Jason just said, I agree with that too. It would be a wonderful situation if 2 people are both claiming they recruited 100 residents. Happy days. I hope we'll have that problem. And everyone, you don't have to be there to win the patch. You can be in Caracas or Oslo or Delhi, New Delhi, doesn't matter. Everyone is entitled to compete in this competition. If only you could fly like that. Anybody else? We have actually drifted into talking about the exciting project. Let me just, I'll come back to you in a second, TJ. Let me just say that this is a big deal. It's a big deal. And it's an exciting one. And this is our chance to prove to everyone, including the head of nation, we can really deliver on this. TJ, and then I want to go to any other business and come back to this because we're talking about mainly talking about Dallas. It's understandable. We're excited. TJ.
I actually had other business to talk about.
Let's do that.
Since we have the other, yeah, if we could. I did want to discuss the webinar. Just because I'm trying to, once this Dallas event is done and over with, and I get to refocus back on my parliamentary duties. The webinar has also taken up a significant amount of my time, and I've spoken with my team, and yes, now that flags have been sorted. The webinar has taken a lot of my time, and I have no problem hosting and doing all these things. I, in fact, have had a significant amount of fun doing it with all of the people that I'm hosting it with. But if I am reaching out to you guys and I am asking for you to confirm or for information, I am trying to hand the administrative side of those things over to the justice's executive assistant to help finalize those functions. But in the meantime, until that process happens, if you guys could just respond and let me know where you're at in those processes. If you have not confirmed yet, any of the ministers that I've reached out to, any of the speakers that I've reached out to, just because I do need to get confirmations because I have a lot of people that I have not heard back from yet. Because it does involve a lot of work on my behalf, and I do have a lot of other responsibilities that I'm responsible for that I do need to attend to as well. So I would really appreciate just some feedback on that from any of you that hasn't responded yet. And I just wanted to remind everyone about the webinar's purpose. It is not to discuss like personal information or detailed information about Asgardia. It is just to inform individuals, whether they're watching or just us as parliamentarians or residents, about what legislation is involved, about current legislation, past legislation, about why it was passed, why it was created, what it's about, so that current residents, current AMPs understand what it is, why it was created, so that while we're creating new legislation and while we're here, and while we're trying to get new people here, sorry, we're cleaning in the background. I apologize. While we're here, we understand why these things were created in the first place. And so we're not creating duplicate legislation in the process. We have a lot of really creative minds right now, and we don't want to, start beating our head into the pavement or creating things that were already created as well. So we're doing this so that we can all learn from the past and we can all kind of build on top of that for the future. So that is the purpose of that. So I don't want anyone to get confused at what the webinar's purpose, because I have had some confused feedback from it, thinking that we're trying to display certain information that we're really not. So if I do reach out to you, please reach back. And if not, we're going to have to move on from that webinar to something else. And that was all that I wanted to address with that. So that was it.
Thank you
very much.
Let me move to any other business and we'll come back to this meeting in a moment in the closed session. I want to thank TJ for the excellent seminar that she organized earlier on, some days ago now. Really appreciated it. And I want to put on record my thanks to Ada. She made a superb presentation. And I tried to contact her and I didn't succeed. I will try again to thank you in person, Ada. Really superb presentation. And it shows that we understand what we are doing and we do it with passion. Ada has been here from the start, a superb contributor, and I just wish she could come to Dallas for the event. Second piece of any other business. If you have any ideas for the Dallas event, please stay on when we finish, because we're going to have just a working session. I'll try and keep it to under 30 minutes, but we'll do whatever length of time we need. It's 2 weeks today that I'll be in the sky. I'll actually be in JFK by now, actually. So please do stay on for that meeting if you want to be involved. It would be great. And you don't have to be in Dallas to be involved. We can have celebrations of this eclipse event all over the world. We will see if we can do some kind of a live stream from there. That's one of the subjects I want to raise in the meeting. The final thing is that this Parliament has become so much more active. I really believe that we can think of other initiatives also. And I have to do some work for Ferda. I'm slowing her down because I have not done some work. Ferda has done exceptional work to get us moving in terms of the embassy. And I'm raising that with Head of Nation as well to explain all of these things that are happening. Ria, Ferda, John, all of you, TJ, Evie, thank you. This is just making the faith that we've all had for the last 6 years in Asgardia worthwhile. And it's been here a bit longer than that. Looking ahead then, please do stay for the next meeting if you can. I'll go to John in a moment. If you want to be involved in the preparations, please use Rebecca's piece of news, both about Dr. Asher Bailey's message in terms of new partners in science, but also about the Asgardia Eclipse Extravaganza. Please share it. Please share it. It's so easy for you to do that. It'll take you 5 minutes. Send it before you do anything else today. Just please do that. I would be so grateful. And I want to say to you that I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be 9 days of my life, but those days will be memorable for all of my life. Thank you, everyone. I'll go to John to finish now. Raise your hand if you have anything for the main session. Otherwise, after this, we'll close the broadcast. It'll be John and Ferda and Ricky. Then we'll close the main session and we'll go into the Dallas session. And we'll also talk about confirming what the actual public name of the event is as well. John.
Yes. Well, I wanted to mention, of course, you all heard during the Parliament session, Cheryl talked about the mission that's going to the moon. And the Asgardia will be part of that mission. And so I just want to let everybody know that's listening, this is an official NASA mission. It is one of the missions that NASA is using to put humans back on the moon. Except there'll be a much longer stay on the moon this time around than the first time. And I got my and that related to this event is Spaceborne United. They're one of the space agencies that's featured in this launch. And Spaceborne United is also featuring a DNA kit where you can send your DNA to the moon on this mission, the same mission that Raiden and Asgardia will be going on as well. If you want to be part of that, then and go to asgardia.trade. And from the homepage, you click on Register Businesses, then go down to Spaceborne United. Click on Spaceborne United, and from there, go over to, hold on, it's trying to, I want to give you accurate information. Missions, go over to the missions page, and then you'll see, from the missions page, you'll see the mission. Okay, so, and you can get your well, I thought it was missions page, but I don't see it. Hold on a second. Anyway, I got my DNA kit, and it comes with a mission patch for that mission. It comes with an official ticket, onboard ticket for your DNA. And you also get a VIP pass after you turn everything in. You get a VIP pass to the launch itself. So, and it come with another little neat little sticker and some other things. But all that was pretty cool. And if you go through the Asgardia.trade website, you get a discount from, and it's a much lower price than what it would have been if you just ordered the kit online from Spaceborne United or some other organization. So I don't see them. I hope they didn't take it down, because they might have already took it down, because I don't see any.
No, sorry, John. Sorry for interrupting. It is
Yeah.
Live Ship, which you
Live
need
ship.
to, not Spaceborne United.
I've got, see, I was wrong. Thank you, Rhea. Yes, it's Live Ship, not Spaceborne United. Anyway, you get a Live Ship. I don't know why I went with Spaceborne United. And then it's missions. There you go. That's the one. Okay, my bad. Anyway, and then when you go down, you see the mission. You see what you can do, which one you want to do, and just you click on that link, and the discount is already embedded into your when you do your cart, so there's no problem. You get the discount automatically.
John, just go through that again. I want to check I can do it. I can access it for everyone's sake. So you go to Asgardia.
.space.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go over to the registered businesses.
Sorry, John. It is Asgardia.trade, not .space.
Well, I said that the first time. Okay, it's Asgardia.trade. You go over to registered businesses, and then you go down to Life Ship.
Mm-hmm. And it's obvious from there. It's obvious from there.
Yeah, it's obvious from there. Yeah, and
thank you. That's great.
And it's really cool. The patch was really cool. I really liked the patch, and the ticket. It was a gold ticket, and it had official markings and all that stuff on there.
Is that discount for anyone or just for Asgardian residents?
It's anyone that goes through the Asgardia.trade website.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, and the kit came in really fast too. And they've got other stuff on there. You don't have to do the DNA kit. They got like a picture. I think the picture was like $16, which was like really cheap. A digital picture. You can just send your photo to the moon. And there's other things there. I think there was a recording, I think you could do. So it's not just, you got more options than just the DNA. And but my wife was like, well, why you want to send your DNA to the moon? And I'm like, babe, what is the one thing that I've always wanted to do? I said, go to space. And I said, you know what? I am not going to go to space physically, my body going to space. I said, not in my lifetime. Okay. But this is a way I can actually go to space. I said, because it's going to be me. It's going to be my essence. My DNA is who I am. So, or is everything that I am. So, and I'm going to be on the moon for now until eternity, until the moon is no longer there. So, that's pretty cool to me. So, I'm really excited about it. I am going to go to the launch too. That's one of the things I'm going to be putting on my calendar. So, those VIP passes will come in handy. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that with everybody.
John, what that means is future generations will be able to create their own John Fine. We will have a John Fine for, let's say, the next 100 generations of Asgardian Parliament. Is that safe?
But my wife's like, well, what if aliens get a hold of your DNA and create a bunch of you? And I said, well, that's cool with me.
Planet Fine. So that, John.
Okay.
Yeah, Planet Fine. Jason seems to be getting ideas as well. That's worrying me. We'll go to Ferda, Ricky, Evie. Then, unless anybody else comes in, we'll close the meeting and go into the meeting about Dallas Eclipse. Ferda.
Thank you very much. As you know, I am not doing any presentation. I'm waiting until the Dallas activity ends. My presentation was about the Horizon and Asgardia Dynamic project. I already done them with all versions in all the times of Asgardia, so we don't have any rush. These are the two last ones remaining. So thank you very much for your attention. I'm very happy about our team and I want to thank them. I will be buying my patch tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. And my promise to you is I'm just doing Planet Asgardia today. You'll get it. You'll just I won't make a promise. I'll just send it to you. That's all. I'm not making any more promise. I'll send it to you. My life becomes hell because when I don't do things for you, Aliona in the office never leaves me alone.
I will run. You will catch on the road.
I will what?
I will run. You will catch on the road. Okay?
We shall see. We shall see. I am humbled by the fact that you say that. We shall see what happens. Actions speak louder than words. As my daughter says, a promise made must be a promise kept. I'm just late, but I'll do it. Ricky, then Evie, then we'll finish this meeting and then go to the other one. Ricky.
Yeah. Give me a call after the next meeting. Also, too, I'd like to be, even though I'm not going to be there, I would like to be in that meeting.
Yeah,
just
stay.
Hear how things are going and stuff. And yeah, but give me a call afterwards.
Yeah. Most people here won't be there, but they can still stay for the next meeting if you wish to, because I hope that you could do something in the Philippines, for example, because this is an extravaganza, and it's good for all of us. Evie.
Right. John Fine. I loved your presentation. I know you put together amazing presentations. If in your free time between now and the 8th, you would like to put together a little something about LifeShip, because thank you for your instructions. I did just get there. If we could maybe create a QR code, I am happy to tell people about it on the day of. I think it's an amazing opportunity for not only Asgardians, but for anyone who loves space. There will be a lot of space-loving people there the day of the eclipse. So yeah, if you have time and can put something together, if you need something printed, please let us know. I know that Teresa and I are going to be running back and forth between Office Max quite a few times in the days leading up to it. So just give that some thought and let me know.
Thank you. That's everyone. Let's finish here. Remember, please use the item, two items which Rebecca has put into the chat. Please do that. It's easy to do. Take 5 minutes. Please promote this. And try and make it there if you're a resident. Or you can join. You can become a resident and come as well, of course. That's a totally 100% okay thing to do. Let's aim to get 100 new residents from our project. That would be a fantastic result. We'll go into that meeting in a moment. Also, remember the ALF dates. I'll share those if they haven't been shared already. We'll share those. And I'm hoping that you will be inspired by all the initiatives that are going on. And I think the LifeShip project is really interesting. Asgardia.trade. And have a look. I've got it on my screen. It's easy to find. And a little piece of you can be in space. You'll look up to the moon and point at it and say, I'm up there. It's pretty exciting. And who knows what dreams may come from our DNA store of some of the finest minds on the planet, because they're in Asgardia. Thank you, everyone around the world who's watching. Do please get in touch with me, whether you're in Romania or Russia, India or Istanbul, doesn't matter. Do get in touch with us and tell us how we can make you encouraged to join Asgardia. And also, thanks, AMPs, everyone's been written to. Do keep your responses coming about how I can help serve Asgardia better and how I can make it easier for you to be involved as well. So let's close the public part, and we're going to close.